let's talk about the All-Star weekend in basketball in general. Since I got you.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Give me your thoughts first. I won't go first.
I mean, to be fair, I only watch clips. I ain't really tuned in like that. I tuned in for a little bit, it got
I don't
bored,
watch
turned
you
it
in
off.
the week,
I was
so
like, I'll just catch the clips and was catching people's clips after the fact. Um, the dunk contest is the only thing I was really even looking for, and even then I was like, eh.
Dunk
Um,
contest is never. It hasn't been good since like Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine.
so exactly. So I want your thoughts. How can they make it better, bro? Anything, everything. Skills like first of all, the skills challenge thing, the Chris Paul and homeboy
Maybe.
yeah. Adam Silver's like, get the fuck out of
Um,
here.
I think it's a combo. Like, I think I think the dunk contest will never be good because it's so much creativity now, and the league doesn't have like. Okay, you remember back in the day? Not even back in the day, but back in the day, like the Gerald Greens
Yeah.
and the like this. You had specialists, guys who could only do one thing really, really good.
Right. Mhm.
We don't really have that as far as athletic. Like we don't even have that in 3-point shooting. Everybody can shoot 40% from three.
Yeah.
So it's like the 3-point
Gotta
contest is probably the most like I think the most exciting thing, I guess.
uh,
But like, what separates? I'm about to say something that sounds so crazy, but like it makes sense. What separates somebody like Kobe White from Steph Curry besides just volume and role, like in a 3-point contest? Because
uh,
that like any NBA player is gonna freaking splash wide open threes. I'll take the worst NBA player; they will freaking dog walk somebody up in a
mhm.
3-point contest. So like, even that's not exciting. But like a dunk contest is like everything. It's no ingenuity because everything's been done. Like
Got you.
everything's been like how much more creative? Like it's only so athletic that humans are gonna be.
Yeah. So do
So
you
it's like,
think
mm,
how do you get buy-in? Because obviously some of the guys don't need they're like over there just like the skill
how
challenge. They're
like
like,
what you talking about 3-point? You said 3 pointers or
well, in anything. How do we make the whole weekend better? Like the rumor
um
about the one-on-ones going around, like
I think
would
one on
you
one could be cool.
like
I think
what
the one on one
else?
could really be good. I think the one on one
Yeah.
could really help. I think what else do I think?
Do you think we need like to like just stop the dunk contest altogether from NBA and like have niggas
Nah,
off
because
the
then like
street? Like like
the old heads are gonna start freaking complaining and shit. So maybe not. But
Mhm.
it's like I think the dunk contest is dead no matter what you do. I ain't gonna lie. I think the most important thing is the All Star game. Like you have to get the players have to care. It's about the players, not
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
But like they just have to want to play basketball, and it's like I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never made millions, so maybe it's a perspective. But I didn't play pro. I don't got paid. I have gotten paid to play basketball, so I can kind of I guess see what you mean.
Mhm.
But like, and I've been in like, so like I had example like I made first team for my team, like my team in Spain. So like we had like this tournament game, and like we took it really serious and stuff like that. Like, none of us are making even close to millions, not even hundreds of thousands. Like
Yeah.
most person making there is like maybe you got somebody there making like 30,000 a month,
Okay.
maybe. That's still really good. I ain't trying to
Yeah.
downplay like that, but like
Right.
yeah, just understand the levels of it. And I think these players, to some of the media, we have created a thing where if a guy doesn't win, like, oh my gosh, he's not this, and that, or he's overrated. So it's like, why am I going to go? Like, nothing matters besides the playoffs. That's literally what the players say. Like,
Right.
nothing matters but winning playoffs,
For sure.
championships, because that's just what we talk about. Like, that's all we talk about. Like, you're only great. Like, there's a reason why Shaq is always making fun of Charles Barkley because he ain't fucking winning.
The champ.
Even though
Right.
you could be a winning player and not win a championship. Like, look at Chris Paul. He's a winner.
AI.
Yeah, he's a winning player. There was a winning players. They just it's a sport. It takes luck. It takes a great cast. It takes health. Like it takes a lot of things to win a
Yeah.
championship. So it takes like look at the Kings.
So
They got hold. The Kings got hold for like 3 years against the Lakers in the early two
of course.
thousands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
There's whole
It's
documentaries about it. Got hold.
so when they had Weber and Christie and all them,
Yeah,
where
yeah. They got
yeah,
hold. Or
yeah.
like look at like any team in the '90s. The Knicks. They just ran to Jordan, bro. Or
Right.
like
I
who
mean,
else?
it was the Spurs too. The Spurs had a
Yeah,
whole era where it's like, bro, it's the Lakers and Spurs every
yeah, Lakers, Spurs. Like, what you doing? Like,
yeah.
like people don't remember. People love Dirk, but I remember. You might remember too because you was a fan back then. Niggas was trashing Dirk when they lost to the Warriors the first round, or when they like
Yeah.
he just was. Niggas was like, oh yeah, Dirk's. Everybody love him now because they won one,
Yeah.
but niggas was trashing Dirk, and Dirk is one of the best players of all time. He don't get enough love.
I
That's just me.
mean, he low key, he had to put it on his shoulders for the most part until
His
they got
teams were always trash.
Marion, they had
His teams were
Terry, but
but
that's
even then, Dirk never played with like
uh,
somebody that's even like a superstar level. Like Dirk's
exactly.
always. That's why when Dirk beat Miami, niggas was like,
He that
"Whoa!"
guy, bro.
He beat
That's
Kobe in a way. He beat KD's Russ and Harden
with his
and Bron
little
Wade and Nash.
fadeaway fallback type shit.
Woo! Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like just to segue all that, I think it's a combination of the media's fault, but I think it's the players. Like these guys are like it's a different level of sport. Like, bro, Bron's a billionaire playing basketball.
Do you think right, do you think there's a way, like I forgot who said this too, like, they could bring home court back, like, home court advantage back, and that makes them play harder for, like, the
Give me
All-Star
home
game?
court advantage.
Like,
Like
in the
I'm saying,
playoffs, like, I don't know, like, if playoffs, like, if they somehow reworked, like, whoever
like you're
West
saying, okay, are they saying like,
they would have to go back to West versus East,
oh,
and it would have
yeah,
to be
yeah,
home
for
court,
sure,
like, would that you think
for
would
sure. I
that
think if
push
you
them
bring
to
it
play
away,
harder? Like
the thing the NBA is missing right now is like a rivalry because everybody's like hopping.
mhm.
Like you could, to be honest, bro, the next rivalry was gonna be like Dallas and OKC. That was the one that was like always. If you watch the games, you saw Dallas was all the young superstar. They're trying to fade the roster out. The Thunder, the young come up team. But I mean, look what happened to that. Or like Celtics, Miami, but they're not really on shit. Miami's not gonna really be the same since Jimmy's gone. We don't really have a team that's like we don't really have matchups where we're like, or
Looking
even for a
forward.
few years it was Phoenix, Dallas for a few years. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
with
yeah.
Booker and Luca.
Right.
Like they didn't like each other. You could tell it. You could feel it when they played each other.
Mhm.
So they played in the playoffs. So like it's we don't have a rivalry, and we also don't. People don't want to admit it. I know it is what it is. They don't like the fact that like international players are the best players in the NBA. People just don't like it. That's just what it
Oh,
is.
I think Joe or I said that too. They should do an international verse. I mean, essentially, it would be like a USA versus international for All Star
Yeah,
Weekend.
yeah. I think they could do that. I think they could do. I would love to go home to the East West. You
Mhm.
might have some moments, and I will say this to the players' credit. If you go back, now the All Star game was always pretty bad in the sense bad of like it wasn't a lot of defense in the sense.
Right. It
But
wasn't. Yeah.
for them last 6 7 minutes, it's a close game.
Correct.
They gave the fans a little treat of
Right.
what this could look like. Because
Right.
I saw a
Right.
clip, and Stephen A. is right. I get this. I seen you niggas go harder in the freaking off season workout videos, and this
Yeah.
you could give us that.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Like
For sure. For sure.
I think another thing All Star Weekend, it was the stat. We had like over 300 minutes of commercials of Kevin Hart making stupid jokes and
Yeah.
Charles Barkley and Shaq, and it's like,
Yeah.
so I don't watch All Star Weekend. I didn't watch 1 second of it.
Yeah.
And then why are we having like the G League players on playing the like? Then it's weird. Bronny turned down the G League. Like,
Did even see? Yeah.
there's just a lot of WTF going on.
Yeah.
I think the best thing Adam Sandler, Lord, Adam Silver can do is come back together, just make it East West. I don't care. Make it positional too again, because it's not positional. Make it positional
Right.
to get some more animosity, and they got to change the voting. They got to change the voting
Yeah. The voting's. I
because
don't.
it's so inconsistent. 1 year it's about winning, next year's about stats, then it's about like it's inconsistent. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense. Like especially like okay, let's say Sengun on the Rockets, the big white center.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So he made it over Sabonis. If I'm not mistaken, the Rockets and the Kings only have a 6 or 7 game difference in the standings, and Sabonis is like almost doubling his stats. That doesn't make sense. Sabonis is having Shingun is having a good year,
Yeah.
but
But
like
this is.
you still like the West is so tight. Like the first, like the second, like the fourth through the 12th seed is like separated by like 3 games,
Couple
3 to 5 games.
games.
Like
Historically, that's how it kind of always been.
yeah,
Yeah.
the West has always been tight, always been
It's
tight.
just kind of how it. Yeah.
So I think the best thing All Star can do for me is like go back to East West. Let's figure this voting out, and let's do something where like 1-on-1 tournament. And
That would be dope. I think.
I think that what they should do is winner. Winner, no matter who has the record. Like if the East wins, whoever the East like representative that goes to the finals, they get the home court. It doesn't matter if one won 48 games, the other one won 68. If
Right.
the East wins, you get home court advantage in the finals.
Yeah. That
Something like
might. That might help out. Yeah.
yeah, because it's like somebody you to make the finals, you gotta have an all-star. So somebody's going on this team is going to make the finals, and they're going, they're gonna want to try hard. But then you could guess you can have some people that be like, oh shit, I don't care. We 20 games better than them, and they make the finals. We gonna win anyway. So I mean,
Yeah.
it'll always be.
It
A
still
run.
might make it a little more competitive,
But I
but
think it'll make it a lot more actually. One-on-one tournament, I think that'll go crazy. I think
that'd be dope.
like imagine a Kyrie versus Book or Ant or
Yeah.
I know they old as hell, but Braun versus KD.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I almost wish they started this maybe like 10 years ago because
I do
one-on-ones would
think the
be
NBA has a
sick.
problem. We can't keep marketing LeBron James, bro. The nigga is 40. We gotta let him go.
Well, okay, let's make this kind of short, but like, who else will be your face of the league then? It can't be even Steph at this point. Steph is
Yo,
aging
we
up
gotta let
there.
all of them go, bro.
So like, who's the new gen crop that we putting out there? LaMelo? Like, who we putting?
I'll say Wimby. We got a lot. International love is bigger. Like why you think Jeremy Lin almost got into the All Star game one year?
Yeah,
He got a whole country behind him. Let's. I can't say Jokic because he doesn't have a social media presence.
Jokic don't give
I
a
I think
fudge.
Shea loves the gram. Shea loves he's just an
He's
OKC.
cool. He's cool. He's cool. He's cool.
Why can't we promote more Shea? I won't say Joel Embiid is a top 5 player when healthy, but I'm so cool off the Sixers. It's crazy. I'm cool off of him.
How about
Yeah.
Fox? How old is Fox? Is he?
Fox
Oh,
is not no Fox. I mean Fox is cool,
okay.
but like might not even be a top 10, top 15 point guard in the league, depending on who you like. Yes, but like Fox is also a little older on the older side, like 28, 27. That's not like old, but it's like
Right.
you
Yeah, I
can
get you.
start pushing him into the light
Yeah,
a lot.
earlier.
You know who secretly should have been should have been this guy.
Who
Yes,
who should be the face?
should have been.
I would have been put Luca up there, but
Luka, yes, Luka should be the face. But you know who should have been? Lonzo Ball. If he came out,
oh
the hype around that whole family. If Lonzo Ball was who he's supposed to be, like he's still a cool NBA player. He's good.
yeah,
But if he was supposed to be like what he was supposed to be,
yeah, right,
I
yeah.
think LaMelo Ball could be. He got to get out of Charlotte.
That's why I said.
But,
That's why my first
like,
guy. I said I was like Lamelo.
even
Ooh, we
then
can
though,
put
like LaMelo Ball is not the best player in the NBA. It's always been a
not,
person who's like the best, or not, he's not even really close to me.
but he's young.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of highlights. Every time I'm swiping, he's got a highlight of some
if
bullshit
you
like
go
the
to
other
any gym,
night.
if you ever go to any gym and you see kids playing pickup,
Uh-huh.
LaMelo's on.
Yeah,
LaMelo's. Everybody's wearing LaMelo. I'm not because they tear your ankles and they're not good ankle support. But the kids are. And that's what that matters. The kids love them.
that's what I'm saying.
That's what sells.
We're kind of phasing out with the old gen, so it would be like the newer peeps. Like they need a new face.
Yeah. So I think like, maybe like I said,
Couple. The international could be Luca. How old is Luca actually?
Luca's 25 or 6.
Okay, so
He's still good.
they
He's
sleeping
still
on
good.
him. I would have made him the
You know
face
what's crazy? Luca is
immediately.
also like the youngest EuroLeague MVP. Like he has so much behind him that you could. He's from Slovakia but played in Spain. He got the Spain fan base that goes rabid. He got Slovakian. That's like he's the best player to ever come from there. He's already made the finals. Luka gets a lot of disrespect. I know, he's a little sloppy and got some man titties, but like,
Hey, all power to you if you can play with that body, bro. Just like Jokic, if you can play
Luka
like that.
disrespect. Luka's like on a LeBron James trajectory. Like this is
Bro.
like if you think about LeBron in the early 2000s, this is besides like the weight conversation. I guess this is exactly where LeBron was like in the early 2000s, putting up crazy numbers, dragging teams, but just not enough at this point.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie though, young LeBron, if he had Kyrie in the cast, he would have fucking beat Boston. But that's a different story. Two different bodies because LeBron can actually play defense and move and vertically and stuff like that.
Right.
But that's a different conversation. But I'm saying like he's on like look at Luka's stats every year. It's getting better every night. I think he went from 19, 24, 27, 30, 33. Like he's gotten better every year.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I just hope he, there's reports saying he doesn't want to play for 20, for like 15 plus, like he wants to play for 12 years and not that long. So
Yeah.
I hope he, what it is, what it is.
Yeah. I get it. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Faces, we need more Shea, more Luka,
Mhm.
more Wemby. Spurs just gotta get good. When the Spurs start getting good, I think you'll see a lot more Wemby. Like it's already starting to slowly come. Pause. But like I think Cooper Flag will get a lot of. I don't know if he's gonna get LeBron James. Remember, we can't think of LeBron and Mike and Kobe. We gotta think about
Right.
like normal
In general, yeah, right. Not so
normal.
high horse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like normal. So like we got a couple guys. So we just gotta wait and let time fizzle out. I guess
Yeah.
the NBA is in like a transitional stage right now. That's all.
Yeah. Well,
We can always
hopefully they
count on
figure
Bronny,
it.
bro.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess.